Hello everyone, welcome back to Tabletop Adventures. Today we have a very special and heartwarming surprise. We were sent these wonderful figurines for each character and a dragon, and they were done by the wonderful Aldrich, who said he was a fan of the show. He bought these figures off of Amazon, decided to paint them, and I think it's safe to say that the entire office is very, very impressed.
I've never seen cuter pewter than when I look at Pervins.
I love the size of Hogar. I'm sorry, Bossman. You just look very, very tiny.
Not too tiny, yeah. It's not bad. It's very, very nice.
Like he's close to this dragon size almost. Not really.
No,
You'll never
say no to that.
But they're all amazing. Oh
yeah, they are, and
so
just
good.
how well they
Look at it.
they capture each character. Like,
They're
it's spot
amazing.
on. Like, these are how you guys envision.
Ben's wings.
Yeah.
Ben's wings and terrible jaws.
Too cool. I'm like blown away.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like a
very,
weight to it.
it's very, very cool.
I
So,
feel accurately
I
represented.
do like the weight, you're right.
everyone.
Pervins is very light.
I feel humbled.
Absolutely. The fact that someone would take time to do this
It's phenomenal.
I love
blows
it.
me away.
And I have to apologize. I was supposed to send him the address, and I never did, and I believe Mr. Bosman did.
Yeah.
He stepped up for me. Thank you very much. But yeah, we've been away from Tabletop Adventures for a long time.
It's gonna be back.
Yeah, it
weeks,
is good to
right?
be back. No, more than that, 3 weeks. Because we took 2 weeks off for E3, then Hebrew was on vacay, so we did an episode of Fiasco, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, we're gonna change some things up this week. Things are gonna move along a little bit more quickly. So hopefully it goes well. Hopefully you guys appreciate the changes. And yeah, we're just kind of getting our feet wet again.
When I was on vacation, I saw real axes, and I was thinking about Hogar. I was like, Hogar would use that.
A what?
Real axes, like battle axes.
Oh, okay.
The Vikings used.
In
Axes
Chicago?
IRL.
No.
Yeah,
no,
we
We're in
no.
the field museum.
Went to the field and
a lot of axes.
Dude, I laughed out loud when I saw a picture you posted and it just said Dark Souls. I was like,
it was like
to
10
halberds.
halberds and spears. Too cool.
I loved it. Okay, to kind of refresh everybody, you guys are sort of still in Goose Swanson's underground lair. You were having an important conversation about teamwork and what it means to be a team and the value of each of you.
Yeah.
Are we level 8 now?
Yeah, you've been level.
level
last
8 the
session
whole
you
time.
Were, you were
Yeah.
level.
Are Ian
just
and I
never-
mid-conversation still?
Yeah, so you guys can continue that conversation. The one thing I want to do to interject is you hear a voice come on. And you can all hear it. It sounds like it's surrounding all of you, and it says, "Please come back to the surface. We have much to discuss."
Okay.
So that was all I wanted to say.
Should be noted the lesser goo has been slaughtered in its tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. By Hogar, who jumped in and axed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pervins has expelled all his slots for Dimension Door, so he cannot teleport upstairs, so he walks like a plebe upstairs to greet.
Here at GameTrailers, we agree that it's called pleb.
Well, that's stupid.
It's pleb.
It's plebe.
It's
Plebeian.
pleb. It's pleb.
It's not plebeian.
I proved it to you. I
Plebeian?
went to the thing on the phone and it said this is how you pronounce pleb.
Both were acceptable.
But pleb is the right one.
Ian is the most well-known speaker I've ever encountered in my life.
He's
I'm
a
gonna go
well-known
with him.
speaker?
Yeah.
I'm
Like
very
everyone
famous
knows.
for my speeches.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine.
I think both are
I will follow
I
this.
just don't like the way pleb sounds.
I
'cause
love
it sounds
pleb.
really stupid.
Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite words. I'll
People
follow.
say pleb, like pleb is internet slang. I think both are
Yeah.
acceptable depending on the context.
Plebeian, and I think.
Pervins has never heard of the internet.
I will follow Pervins.
Okay, so
like a pleb.
Pervins.
okay, Hogar and Lilia, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I go upstairs. I just go, and in summary, teamwork. And then I go upstairs.
Just dog.
Yeah. Thinking things through and teamwork.
Hogar waits for a second, looks down,
Whoa.
fist clench, mad at himself,
Whoa.
and he mumbles,
To yourself?
to myself, and he follows you guys up.
All right. Sure.
That's a big moment, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's huge.
We've grown.
So you guys go up to the surface.
It's a long stairwell.
It is a long stairwell. The door that would not open because you upset Goo before, Hogar, opens now. And you see something that you haven't seen before. You see two of the sentinels sort of building something. It looks like a giant steel circle with a lot of like loose wires sticking out of it. And they seem to be working very, very fast, almost as if they're programmed to kind of build this thing. And Goose says, once you kind of all make it up the stairwell, he waits for all of you to get there. Goose says, "Hello."
Hello.
I have a bit of a dilemma. As you all have been trying to destroy the little bit of love I have left and bickering amongst yourselves, I have been working on a teleportation device that will take us straight to the Spider Queen.
Sounds good.
What is teleportation?
You've seen it happen several times, Andrew. That's what Pervins keeps doing.
No, Pervins walks through a door.
It's a dimension door that teleports him.
So you have a dimension door for us.
Just say yes.
I'm afraid I already have a dimension door, my friend.
Yeah, we're good, man. We got one of those.
Oh my god. Those are short range.
Well, then I guess you don't need me.
Pardon, Master Goo. Perhaps my friends and I are being certainly plebeian in our assumptions of what your teleportation may entail for us.
Mm-hmm.
Has the Spider Queen summoned us back to her planet?
No, she has not. In fact, my sentinels have had to kill off several of her assassins. They've come looking for you. And I've killed them. I've fended them off. I've protected you.
Thanks.
Oh, that's interesting. We haven't seen any signs of the Spider Queen.
Andrew, that's not true.
Yes, it is true. It is true. I would never hide anything.
You're still the only one who knows about the note, right? Yeah.
So just a reminder, what did the note say?
It said, like, don't cross us.
From Sylvia?
Like, you
Yeah.
cannot defeat me, or what
Yeah,
did it
yeah,
say?
yeah.
Something like that. Where's my water?
Do you think I'm so primitive that I wouldn't have security over my own premises? I believe there was a missive that you were hiding from your comrades, Andrew.
Apparently you can't keep a watch on your base because I destroyed your little brotherly goo down there.
Augur,
Your brotherly goo.
ever arrogant I see. That other Goo, as you so callously referred to it, was an enemy of mine.
I
That
told
is-
you!
That is what I made him. I can make that of you just as easily. In fact, whatever happens, wherever I send you with the force that I'm building, Hogar cannot come. He must stay here and freeze to death. I think is the only appropriate course of action.
Dearest Goo of Swanson, let us be rational here. Hogar is the only mighty warrior that has slain the Neb 1 and 2.
Pervins.
No, he did not slay Neb 2. He was... I forget our adventures.
Goo, can
Yeah.
I just say, Hogar has demonstrated one skill, and that is wanton destruction. If you put him somewhere that you want things destroyed, he can be quite an asset.
Lilia, that is an excellent point. And Pervins, I appreciate you trying to defend your dear friend slash pseudo lover. But I believe I've suffered a lot in my life, and I believe that every wanton destruction deserves appropriate punishment. Hogar has done nothing but destroy the place that I gave you guys to rest. How do you justify that?
He's an idiot. who destroys things everywhere he goes. If you want things not to be destroyed, you should put him in the safe or something where he can't destroy things. But
It's been a good journey. Just go on without me.
the safest thing for you is to get him off your planet, because he will try to destroy you.
Goose Swanson,
That's a good point.
Yeah.
if I recall correctly, also you cut open his stomach and left him there with the stomach exposed. I feel like has faced a penalty already.
Yeah, quid pro quo.
He's a good friend.
He's a good friend.
Do you know why I cut open his stomach?
No, I don't actually.
What may seem like a punishment to you was actually me taking the necessary resources to build you guys the ultimate fighting machine.
Sounds good.
Sorry, it was resting inside of Hogger's stomach?
Yes. You, as a lying halfling, may not be able to comprehend such mechanical wonders, but let me introduce you to Mecha-Hogar.
Yes.
And out of the ground, there's this secret door that you guys didn't know about that opens, and you see, made of a titanium alloy, Hogger, what looks exactly like Hogger, except his shoulders have giant spikes, and there's an axe that is an exact replica of the great axe that you carry around, and everything is just covered in like this titanium. It's super bright. Like his toes are spiky. He's just, it's insane.
Does he have 2 hands?
Yeah, he has 2 hands.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, Mecha-Hogar!
Oh, Jesus.
Your hand will be mine.
I think your brain will be his. Hogger.
Mecha.
What do you say, comrades? Up for one last scrape?
No!
Always.
Put your brain in the mech. It'll be great.
He's an imposter.
Imagine the great warrior you will be if you were made out of metal, Hogger.
I don't need
And it's not magic,
this
it's
wizardry.
machinery. It's
this
machinery.
mechanical machinery is wizardry.
It's not.
It's not, actually.
Technically.
I must agree that a mechanized hogger would never be friends with a small, weak, fleshy pervert.
Goo, am I correct in assuming that the brain of Hogger would go in this machine?
That is the final thing I need to make it perfect.
I won't allow it.
Mecha-Hogar,
I will go down in a blaze of glory before I surrender my brain to you scum.
well, your brain hasn't been that valuable in any other situation. So perhaps you could see the reason here.
Comrades, you're either with me or against me.
I abstain.
Does Goose Swanson, does Mecha-Hogar have any control over Hogger's mind if it does go in? Meaning, would Hogger have complete control over his own actions inside of Mecha-Hogar?
That is an excellent question, Flying Halfling. So, the way Mecha-Hogar works right now is I have complete control over everything he does. Every word that he says, every action that he takes comes from circuitry that I've created where my thoughts become his actions. If Hogger's brain were put inside Mecha-Hogar, then he would have semi-autonomy.
No.
I'm
No.
not doing it.
No.
Yeah, Hogger would never
I would
go
not
for
be
that.
my thoughts would not become his actions, but there would be, let's call them, restriction amplifiers that I've put inside Mecha-Hogar, that if he were to do something that I deemed inappropriate, I could disable the machine.
It's like RoboCop.
Is that you or Hogger?
That was Hubert.
Hogger has an old friend called RoboCop.
It's like RoboCop.
It won't be me anymore. Lilia,
No, yeah, I agree. I don't think Hogger may be wild and reckless and stupid and ridiculous in every way, But you can't take that away from him.
I
Maria?
will
You cannot
stand
cage-
alongside my dear friend till the very end.
You cannot cage a wildfire.
I will put my mind in Mecha-Hogar.
All right, sure.
Give me just a sec.
I like this plan. Mecha-Hogar will mostly just sit around doing nothing outside the dungeon.
Don't do it, Andrew.
Keeping notes to
I'll have
himself.
control of you.
And then falling down.
Andrew,
Yes.
you have done some incredible feats in battle. You would not be completely unsuitable, but I'm not convinced that you are reckless enough to fully optimize the capabilities of Mecha-Hogar.
But you have to be reckless.
I mean, look at me now. I've got one stub for a hand. I haven't done anything cool since I've lost my hand. I'm a halfling. I could be as tall as Hogar. I would be a greater asset to this team, even if mildly controlled, if I had the Mecha-Hogar suit.
It's not a suit, little one. It's your body.
I mean, it's true.
True.
That's accurate.
True, there would be no return.
Perhaps I wouldn't need to use the inhibitors if your mind was transferred into Mecha-Hogar. Perhaps you could be even more effective. But what do we do with your body then? Shame for it to just let go to waste.
Can Mecha-Hogar be adapted to take Andrew's entire body within it? More like a suit?
Mecha-Hogar is already a. It is not a suit. It is a
Can it be
mechanical.
modified, I mean? To be a suit.
What
so that
benefit-
Andrew wouldn't have to give up her body.
What benefit would there be? Oh, you're saying, okay.
So it could be like a mecha suit instead of a mech. Or
My understanding is it has parts of Hogar's organs inside of it.
already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. So wait, Hogar's missing vital organs?
But like he had like a full heal done to
Oh,
him.
okay.
It doesn't make complete sense. That's true.
Sure, we'll go with it.
But yeah, yep. That's what you were missing vital organs, so you should be
And we fixed it.
in bad shape. Yeah, magic.
We fixed it with magic.
Magic.
The thing
we
that he
roll,
hates.
we roll the dice. It was fine. Yeah.
Herman's like tightens the sticks that are around his legs and he like clicks his heels together.
Pervins, do you want a
Did
robot
you want?
body?
Did you want to be Mecha-Hogar?
Oh no, I
Pervin.
couldn't
Pervins,
possibly.
you would be the hero, literally the hero you've always wanted to be, Hogar. This would be perfect for you, Pervins.
Pervins, you are.
I have an idea.
We're listening.
You all seem very interested in these cybernetic enhancements.
I am not.
Just the two of us.
You're right. The two of you, though, you show enthusiasm for the wonder of science that I can't help but admire. I want to encourage this. What if I made cybernetic versions of both of you? Unless one of you wanted to be
I'd
Hogar.
really rather be Hogar.
I just wanted my legs fixed.
Robot legs.
However,
legs.
if you are proposing some kind of mechanical exoskeleton, if I were to have an ally to fight alongside me in the same mechanical monstrosity, and we shall destroy the Spider Queen Sylvia, I will not be one to protest. What say you, dear Hogar?
Fucking Galaxy Quest.
Pervins. You're fine the way you are.
Oh.
Except your legs don't work.
We'll get you new legs.
Really?
Robot
Yes.
legs, right now.
It's been a hell of a journey, Pervins.
You guys gotta stop C-blocking Ben.
Alright. Let's give How about this? Pervins, retain your body but get crazy robot legs. Andrew, go into Mecha-Hogar. Hogar, just be you, man. Sound good, Goo?
I'm into it.
All right, let's make it happen.
So,
Be careful, little one.
Andrew, there's something you should know before undergoing this process. 2 things, actually. The first is that it will be incredibly painful. Transplanting your brain into a cybernetic being is not an easy process. It doesn't matter what medication we give you. The second is because there's already organic parts of Hogar within the body, your brain will fuse with those parts in a very strange, unexplainable way, meaning your personality and his personality will merge.
Oh, God.
Are you prepared for that?
I'm prepared.
Okay, all right.
This is the best. Just to be clear, though, Pervins get sweet robot legs, right?
Yes.
Is that what you want, Pervins?
That's what Pervins was promised.
Yeah.
That's true. That was a
Beginning.
promise.
I'm very
Yeah.
concerned about Pervins getting his robot legs.
He's still wearing these sticks
Yeah.
on his legs to straighten them out.
Okay, so I'm just going to do a little tiny, very quick RP thing with Andrew, and then
Okay.
we'll move on to Pervins, and then we'll move on to the next stuff.
The brain transplant montage?
Yeah.
Basically, that is what
Yes.
it is. So, Andrew, without another word, 2 of Goose Sentinels come up, and they sort of grab you by the arms, and they take you inside the secret doors that Mecha-Hogar came out of.
Okay. How does everyone react to that?
We just watch it.
Okay. Okay.
It's complete darkness, okay? Then all of a sudden you hear a pop, and a light comes on, and you see a steel table. It looks very cold. And you hear Goo's voice. He says, Andrew, please discard your clothing. You will not need it anymore.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Things are heating up
Andrew
on the ice world.
discards her clothing and her weapon.
Lie on the table.
Okay, she gets up and lies on the table.
Okay. All of a sudden, out of the darkness, there's this thin metal stick that has a saw on it, and it starts whirring right above your head. Before anything else happens, another metal stick with a syringe goes into your arm, and you feel strange liquid go into your body, and you start to get very cold and tired, and you get colder and colder and colder until you completely lose consciousness. But just before you lose consciousness, you know that something is touching your head, but you don't know what it is. And then you wake up, and you feel like you don't have a body, that you just sort of exist. And you look at your hands,
Plural.
and they're titanium. And you're holding a giant axe. But there is one thing that you can't quite reconcile. You're just really mad. And you don't know why you're so mad. But you're really mad, and you want to let something out. Then, 2 sentinels that brought you into the room motion you to come forward.
Okay, I step forward, axe tightly held.
You step forward, and all of a sudden you realize that you step onto sort of the elevator that brought you down here, and you rise back up, and in your new form, you see your friends for the first time.
Beautiful.
I want to look at Hogar and say, "You arm wrestle me!"
Let's do it!
Oh, God.
So I want to arm wrestle Hogar.
Okay.
And I'd say, we've been out here for 6 hours. It's really cold.
Let's do this arm wrestling thing real quick. Where do you guys want to do it at?
Right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Did you like get on the ground?
On that
Yeah.
on
Okay,
that
yeah.
black cube.
We
on
both
that black cube.
lie down on the ground.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when I grab,
Mm-hmm.
I whisper so no one but he can hear.
Okay.
And I say, when the time is right, follow my lead.
Oh, Jesus.
Understood.
Wait! Pervince's robot legs!
Oh, don't worry.
Purpose is just watching the arm wrestling.
Everything's fine.
Super excited.
Everything's fine,
Like
everything's
Robin's legs, they hurt real bad.
They hurt
Everything's
real
fine.
bad.
Okay.
Okay.
So just like a strength check?
It's a
So,
strength check.
Andrew,
Yep.
you know all that rogue stuff you could do?
That's gone.
It's gone.
Yep.
Sort of. We will figure out a better way to do this next week.
I like the idea of like big metal like Andrew Hogger
Like trying to sneak
trying to
in.
stealth, but so loud, like Transformers on the Shia LaBeouf's lawn.
I mean, basically, you'll have to multi-class rogue and fighter, right?
No. She loses a lot of the rogue stuff, but not all of it.
Yeah.
We will get into that later. So we're going to break the rules a little bit. Andrew, Mecha-Hogar.
Is
Yeah.
Mecha-Hogar female or male now?
Still Andrew inside.
Yeah.
Handry. Don't we call
Hondry.
She still wants to be called Andrew.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
She still has her
All right,
humanity.
Andrew,
Yeah.
you have the same stats as Hogar, same level, everything, except one difference. We're breaking the rules.
Mm-hmm.
You have 22 strength. You have +6 strength.
That robot strength.
You are just a little bit stronger
Yeah.
than Hogar. So, for the arm wrestling, let's do best of 3.
Okay.
Okay? So, both of you roll a D2 strength check, basically. That's
Okay.
all it is.
19, 14. Hogger wins the first one.
Yeah.
Take that. I'm not used to my arms yet.
All right.
You'll never beat my humanity.
You're an orc.
Yeah, I know.
2.
Getting used to this suit, huh?
You want one more?
One more.
Oh, God. We went from 1 to 2.
16, 11.
Better luck next time, tin can.
I wanted to lose.
Purpose has a flag. It's a triangle. It says Hogger. And he's waving it. Where'd he get that flag from?
He's got some fabric. He's got it. Yeah, he could make that.
Yeah, a triangle of your shirt is missing. It's written in blood.
Pervance. I believe it is time that you got your upgrade.
Perhaps Hogger is right. Perhaps there is nothing that may help Purvance. He is what he is.
I mean, we can fix your legs.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay, then that's that.
Fix the legs.
Uh,
Hey, Goo.
Yes, Hogar.
You ever gonna fix my hand?
They're buds now.
Hey, Gil.
Hogar, were you not so Hogar? I would have fixed your hand a long time ago. The only thing, I will fix your hand as soon as I finish Purvance's legs if you do one thing for me. If you get on your hands and knees.
I spit on it.
Oh.
Spit on Goo.
God.
Hogger, we
Maybe next
talked
time.
about this.
Okay.
We talked about this,
I'm
Hogger.
gonna try using the strength of my new robot body to block the spit.
All right. Okay.
So let's test my new dexterity.
Yeah. All right. Roll a Hogar dex check.
Oh no. What is your dexterity?
+2.
Okay, that ain't bad. 12.
No.
It's like too late.
Dearest Goo, please forgive him. In the world of the Spider Queen Sylvia, the sharing of saliva is a sign of great respect.
Purvance, that's not true.
You're right.
See,
You're right.
I'm a gracious man.
Well, you're
I
a
gave-
pile of goo.
What did you say?
Oh no.
You are so good.
That's what I heard.
You say pile of goo?
Going, what a pile. Please continue, Master Goo.
What a
And what a pile.
It's true. I am a pile of goo. I do not mind honesty. But I will give you all exactly what you desire. All I ask for is a little humility, kindness, and grace. But it seems that is too much for some. Pervins, what do you want out of your new legs?
Perhaps I could be slightly taller.
I have an idea. What if your new legs, you could be as tall or as short as you wanted to? And it was entirely up to your choosing. They could extend or descend whenever you wanted.
That would be quite ideal.
Oh my god.
I have one other thing that I can engineer into the legs.
Oh, yes.
What if I made them spring-loaded? So that you could leap incredible heights.
Are you familiar with Torrance Fiddlebottle's poem, Spring Has Sprung?
Please, regale me.
Spring has sprung for everyone, child and hobbit alike. Spring has sprung, so let's begun to have a party we like. It is an old poem that we...
Filled with nonsense words like Hobbit.
Oh. I didn't realize I said hobbit.
Hey, there's many worlds out there that are uncharted.
Okay, Hogger. Hogger's coming in with this now. All right, Hogger.
It is an
Oh, wise.
It is an old poem. It is an old poem, and it may not make much sense to you, but where I am from in the Shireton, what the fuck did I say where I was from?
I think it might be the Gyre.
Where I am from in the Gyre, it still rings true to this day, and it's let's get those legs.
Let's get those legs.
Okay, so much like with Andri, the two sentinels grab you by both arms and carry you down, and you see the table, and the same thing happens. And then you wake up, and you feel just the same. Your legs are no longer in pain. But when you step on the ground, all of a sudden, you shoot up. You get really tall, and then you slowly descend.
What is the max height?
The maximum height is, so Pervins, you're about, 4 feet tall right now?
I think 3.
Yeah, 3.
Between 3 and 4, yeah.
Those legs, not including Pervins' own height, can extend up to 15 feet.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
18 maximum feet.
Now, of course, the higher you extend, because you have not mastered your legs yet, that will come in time. If you extend the full 15 feet, it might be a little difficult to walk.
So essentially, like, you didn't replace his legs; they're just a skeleton that he is.
Those legs are your flesh legs are gone.
Them.
Yeah, so you have metal legs.
What about his
Yeah.
genitals?
His genitals have been untouched.
Nice. Okay.
For many years.
The hope still remains that someday those might come
There's
into
a beautiful spider queen
Yeah.
out in the world.
Andri's genitals just gone. Genitals they're gone.
You're a robot now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have titanium stuff.
Whoa.
Wait, but
Whoa.
Does Mecha-Hogar wear clothes? Or are we just seeing the giant robot dick?
So,
This is important. We should discuss this
I
now.
like
Okay,
the idea
yeah.
of Goose Swanson like spending so much time building a giant robot dick.
And like a sweet like door that opens up.
And it like slides out, locks into place.
It can also go 15 feet.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of what it is.
Oh my god.
So Mecha-Hogar, you don't really have a body. Like, your body looks like it's armor, but inside the crotch area there is something else there.
Send us your art.
Yeah, we will accept concept art of Mecha Andrew's robot penis. Goo. I did think of something. I do not care for my body to be modified, but I was wondering if you could fashion some kind of mechanical compound longbow,
Whoa.
possibly with a grappling function option. It's just a thought.
That does sound quite lovely and very useful. But I have given the party many things, and I have not gotten anything in return.
Well, we're going to try to kill that Spider Queen. She's very tall.
I could crush the Spider Queen by myself.
Then do it.
Yep, that would be lovely.
Then do it.
You just make my job easier.
Sounds like an excuse, coward.
I mean, it's up to you. If you don't want to make a sweet mechanical compound longbow, preferably with a leather handle, I don't really like touching metal.
Hear me out. I will make you your longbow, and in fact, I can make it entirely out of wood if you'd like.
I would love that.
All I ask is for Hogar's apology.
Hogar, for the good of the group, we talked about this.
I got new legs.
Hogar, you must. You'll get a new hand, it'll be great. Just say you're sorry, even if you don't mean it.
Hogar, never apologize. Not to him. Hogar, you have to do this.
For you, Lilia? Is it for you?
It would benefit me, yes.
What of your dear parents?
What should I do it, Pervins? What do you think?
I am about to descend through that portal to a new world, and I would care for a friend at my side, a friend that has 2 working hands that can wield the great axe.
And I'd love that longbow.
So the decision, Haga, we leave with you.
Hogar, you are a warrior. You are a proud warrior.
And sometimes being a warrior means being tactful.
And
I've learned-
friendship.
And friendship.
I've learned a great deal from you, comrades. And sometimes sacrifices must be made. To you, Goose Swanson. I'm sorry.
What was that?
I am sorry.
Mediocre.
Goose Swanson,
Yeah.
did your friends that you have locked in the cages underground apologize to you?
They did not.
Their mistake.
Hogar, what would you like your new hand to be?
Pizza.
I just want my old hand back.
Now, Hogar, it is impossible for me to get exactly your old hand back. But I can make a compromise if you hear me out.
On second thought, I knew a bear once.
What was the bear's name?
Went by the name of Bowser.
Sounds like a courageous bear.
He was. Could you give me a bear hand like that?
Made of metal.
A bare hand made of metal. Yes.
Would it be acceptable if it was metal in the shape of a bear claw?
As long as there's touches of bear fur on it.
Touches of bear fur.
I don't think anyone will know the difference.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. This is the best.
Are you sure that you want a bear claw?
I am.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, bears cannot hold things very well in their claws.
Just as long as it can rest the hilt of my axe I can get some good swings off.
Right this way.
Even when given the chance. I love it.
Bear claws are really good.
So much like with Andrea and Pervance, the two sentinels try to pick you up. They have a little bit more trouble, but they do take you down to the table. You get injected with the liquid, and you wake up. And you notice that the goo has done something remarkable. Your hand feels heavy and cold, but it seems like he's made synthetic fur somehow. And your bear paw looks exactly like Bowser's. There's even a scar on the bottom end of the paw that you remember Bowser having.
For you, old friend.
There's a little bit of a trick as well. In each of the claws, at your command, when you swing, the tips of the claws can light on fire. You don't have to use that if you don't want to. If you want to go au natural, but it's there if you desire to use it.
Does this use gasoline?
It does not use gasoline. It uses something else that you will have to investigate if you want to find out what it is.
Okay.
But it uses unnatural means to
I have a
produce the
question
flame.
actually about how
Yes.
Mecha-Andri must subsist herself. Like, does food work as an energy source?
So, Mecha-Andri. Do
Yeah.
you want me to call you Andri or Mecha-Andri?
Andri's fine.
Okay, Andri.
Mecha-Andri might keep everything.
Yeah, Mecha-Andri.
It
All
might
right.
make more sense for everyone.
Yeah.
Mecha-Andri, you are using innovative new technology in this world.
Yeah.
You are solar powered.
Solar powered. Okay. All right.
So your subsistence comes through light, and it is only natural light. So it's super well done, solar power.
Mhm.
So if you get 4 hours of sunlight per day, you can last 24 hours.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Let's say someone blasted Mecha-Andri with a sunbeam. Would that work?
Yes, that would work.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sick.
Noted.
Well thought. Well thought.
I'll have to learn that trick.
Another sentinel comes over to you, Andrew.
Lilia.
Or I'm sorry, Lilia. And you see this absolutely beautiful bow.
Ah.
It looks like it's made from an ancient oak tree. And it's got gold, like, kind of embedded in this wonderfully dark branch, like this deep dark wood. And there's this, you don't know what it is exactly, but there's like this green string connecting it, and it feels very firm and strong.
Whoa.
And he says, as far as the grappling is concerned, I made a special arrow for you. When you shoot it, the bow will actually shoot out a notch and prevent the arrow from going forward, but like the grapple end will extend and shoot out, and you can like grapple onto things that way.
Nice. And then pull myself in with the
Yes,
bow?
yes.
Ah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And I can shoot regular arrows, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Pervin sees Hogger admiring his bear claw and feels a pang of jealousy for Hogger, reminiscing about his old friend, the bear that he respected so much.
His best friend of all time.
He says, Pervin says, "Dear Goose Swanson, I thank you for these new legs. However, I believe we are ready to proceed on to our destination."
Do you say anything to me, Pervance?
No. Pervin
Hogger.
says,
Nice hand.
Thanks.
You look like an idiot.
No response.
No response.
Too busy admiring his hand.
Pervin says, "Yeah, it actually kind of looks like an idiot."
Pervance, why?
Pervance, why?
Pervin says, "We're ready to depart."
Hey,
Yeah.
Pervance. I think you and Bowser would have been great friends.
Oh.
Hogger, Mecha-Andri, Pervance, Lilia. Mecha-Hogger, or I'm sorry, We are now ready to begin our assault on the Spider Queen.
Woo!
I want you to know that some or all of you may die. And you may die immediately. Because the first thing that we must do is the Spider Queen in her lair is protected by many driders, as you know. This teleportation device will transport you to the slave camp that I believe you saw in an earlier episode. In an earlier time. Excuse me. And from there, you have two options. You can either do a full frontal assault and wait for my sentinels to pour in and reinforce you. I still have to make more, but I will be manufacturing them as you begin the assault. It will take too long to make all of them to wait. Sylvia will come and attack us before then, so we cannot wait. Or you can try to be silent and kill as many of them as quietly as possible. You can even take their bodies back to the camp and hide them.
Full frontal assault!
I leave that up to you. You depart tomorrow morning. I wish you the best of luck.
And to you, Goose Swanson.
We don't need your luck.
You still said sorry.
So we can try to pick them off one at a time or go in like crazy people?
Or whatever other things you guys come up with.
And
This is
what is
good.
your role? What will you be doing?
I will be making the sentinels to reinforce you.
Okay.
They will be incredibly helpful.
Question, Goo, since Mecha-Andry is fashioned entirely out of metal, yes?
Titanium, to be precise.
Titanium. Would she then be flame retardant? Could we perhaps, I'll cut to the quick of it, could we perhaps light Mecha-Andry aflame? She would cut
There's only one way to find out!
She would cut quite an imposing figure on fire, is what I'm saying. The Driders may fear her.
It is a good idea. She does not burn. The flame wouldn't stick. She wouldn't be on fire. But it would also not hurt her.
That's right.
So perhaps that information will be of use to you. But no, unfortunately, unless it is an incredibly perhaps dragon's fire could set her aflame. But anything weaker than that, I'd be hard pressed to see.
Perhaps we could just mount some kind of flamethrowers on your back that spew out fire. I'm just thinking that if we're facing a bunch of Driders, intimidation will be important.
They do not get easily intimidated, but it is not impossible.
Yeah, they're sort of emotionless from what I've observed.
That's true, they were kind of brainless.
We must not forget that dearest Andry is the master of stealth.
True!
Yeah, I can still sneak around.
Andry, I think you might not be the master of stealth any longer.
Dearest Goo, whereabouts shall we land exactly on this planet once the teleportation takes its course?
As I said, you will be in the slave camp.
On the slave camp, but shall we be positioned underground? Shall we in a bunker? Shall we be?
Precisely.
In hedges.
The one with the pigs, or which slave camp?
So, you remember when you fought Neb and Neb 2 in the Ring of Fire?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
all the
that
Driders were
place.
there.
Okay, yeah,
Yep,
okay.
that's the place.
But sorry, you were saying.
No, it's okay. That is good. Precisely is good. I thought I would give you the best chance, so I will put you in one of the huts. You will all appear in one of the huts. I've already communicated with the slaves of that hut, and they want to see Sylvia brought down as much as you all do. So they've agreed, and they know you'll be teleporting in.
How would we rally the slaves around us, dear Goo?
Will they fight for us?
Well, I have done some reconnaissance. I've communicated with them. These slaves, they're not all incredibly educated, and so they are wary of technology and magic. So they think that perhaps you are all just as dangerous as Sylvia is. So they don't immediately trust you. Some of them do. Some of them know that bringing down Sylvia is the most important thing, no matter how it is done. So there is definitely a small segment that will support you, but the rest you will have to convince.
That means that Hogar will be our best negotiator, as he represents neither technology nor magic.
He does represent Flaming Bear Claw.
Well, there's fur all over it.
He
right?
made
They
it
won't
fur
know.
to trick them. Yeah,
Yeah.
he said they won't
Right,
know.
but I mean, if you're somebody that doesn't trust unnatural things, seeing an orc with a bear claw might be a little jarring. But it could be explained. Maybe it could be
Hogger.
convinced.
Yeah, we trust Hogger.
Okay.
Dear Goo, once you have completed fashioning your machines, will you join us and fight along our side?
Yes, I am building a special, what I call Gundam, that I will be putting into.
Is that like a hobbit?
Yeah, what does that stand for, Goo?
Gundam stands for.
From my understanding, it's a juxtaposition of the word gun and freedom.
Really?
Oh.
Is that true?
Yes, that is true.
Huh.
Which, Goose Swanson, that makes total sense. Like, that's
Yes.
a good name for what
Yes,
you're building.
yeah.
Exactly. So
freedom gun.
thank you,
Yeah.
Andrew. That is, I am building a weapon, a gun, for the freedom of the universe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Gundam.
I have always considered you a freedom fighter, not a terrorist, Goose Swanson.
Well, I am a pile of goo, nothing more.
True.
Simple pile of goo.
All right, I'm going back downstairs.
Okay.
I'll see you in the
You
morning.
guys are gonna rest up.
I need to talk to Pervins,
Whoa.
but I cannot have Ian or Kyle hear this conversation. I ask that they leave the room
Whoa.
for
Okay.
2 minutes.
So I want to go to the room with the lady with the gem anyway. I'm going to steal her clothes and fashion a sweet hood out of it, and a cape.
Wasn't she nude?
Was she nude?
No,
She's
she was-
frozen.
Yeah.
She's frozen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask Goo about her, but yeah.
You can. There's still more to learn about her.
Yeah, they're still all night long.
Yeah. Okay, later on I'll go up and talk to Goo, maybe.
Okay, so I
Okay,
fashion
so
a
we're-
cool hood and a cape. The spikes of my shoulder pads
It's
stick out of it.
not quite that easy.
Oh, okay.
She's still protected, unfortunately.
Oh, dang.
I'm sorry.
We have to leave, Kyle.
What?
leave the room
He said leave the room.
in real
No,
life.
like you,
Oh,
you
no,
guys
no.
actually.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
That's
you can
the
hear it,
rules.
it's fine, but you need to leave.
Alright, I'll go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
No,
go
no,
to the
no.
bathroom.
I like this RP.
Go to the bathroom.
I like the RP.
Yeah,
I support this
do it.
decision.
I'll head out.
Try something new.
Okay. Here goes nothing.
Purvis is sitting in a room alone himself. He's shining his legs.
Hey, Pervins, nice legs.
What do you care of them?
They're beautiful.
They're not made of fur, unfortunately.
Nah. But this bear claw is.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Pervins, what's wrong?
I noticed you didn't request a halfling hand from Goo. You chose one of a friend of valor, I suppose.
He was my greatest comrade that died in battle. I thought it was a touching tribute.
Well, maybe someday when I die, then you'll get a hand of mine.
I would. It would be an honor. For you're my best friend. And I love you like a brother.
Get really emotional and stuff with Pervins because I actually really love Pervins, and I think that I want so much for Pervins. I love you too, Haga.
Pervins, there's something I wanted to ask you about. Being the only one on this earth I can trust.
You can trust me, Haga.
I've been having strange feelings that I've never felt before.
Oh, please tell me. I have many a strange feeling. Trust me.
I've never encountered a woman like Lilia.
I don't think she is your type, Haga. I mean, I think perhaps she likes a shorter man in stature.
I can't shake this feeling. She's the most valiant warrior and knowledgeable fighter I've ever encountered. What should I do, Pervins?
Pervins turns away for a second and he goes, my best friend is in love with the woman I'm in love with? What am I gonna do?
Good?
1 minute!
I'm sorry, dear Haga. I think Lalia may actually be taken with someone else.
Oh. All right. Well, I guess it's for the best.
Wait a minute, Haga. You should pursue the one you love, regardless of whatever the obstacles in your way may be. Go get her, friend.
I'll try. Okay. Awesome.
No words. No words. Are you guys out there?
You go.
Yep.
Yeah. Greetings.
What the hell is going on?
That was something else.
I guess we'll just have to watch the video.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Really, don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll find out eventually, I assume.
Yeah.
I think so.
Are you getting married?
I'm assuming there's more you wanted to do in the night as you laid out, Andrea, and I'm sure you all have stuff that you want to do.
Really want to fashion a hood.
Just shining my legs.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to continue this story and many others next week.
Okay.
But thank you all for watching. This has been an episode of Dreams. Thank you.